Hi guys, my name is Tarek and welcome to my channel. For those who don't know me, I'm new to YouTube and I want to make videos about current topics that I think are important for society. And as you can tell in the video, I'm going to talk about the wizard Liz, who she actually is, why she got cheated on or that she got cheated on, and why it is very degrading and very sad for society. At first, I'm going to talk about who the wizard Liz actually is. The wizard Liz is not just an influencer, she's a businesswoman, she's so much more. She does speeches, she helps people, she's an author, she has books, so she's really in the game, and that was not always so. In her time, she had a very troubled childhood, as she discussed in her videos. Growing up, she had an abusive father, and let's make it simple, she does not had an easy life. But she chose for herself not to accept this fact and actually got out of it and is now very successful. So, and I think 1.5 years ago, she met a guy 1 year ago and they recently got married and engaged, I think. And since that, some people noticed that her behavior changed. For example, that she cut her hair off, and I did not find that any harming. I was actually happy for her that she did not felt the need to always look, glamorous, because as an influencer, I think you're always under a lot of pressure to always look perfect, and she said the title was basically why I cut my hair off and why cutting my hair off badly was the best thing that ever happened to me. But some people noticed that it was not that they were a bit of afraid of her, or that they were very how do you say in English? English is my first language, I'm sorry. That they were a bit concerned. Yeah, you say that right. That they were a bit concerned, basically. For me personal, the wizard Liz is a huge inspiration. I also did not have an easy childhood. I was depressed. I had an eating disorder. I also did not have an easy life, so I could very relate to her. And when I discovered her 2022, I was a mess. I was laying in this bed all day, doing nothing except worrying about my life and that I'm not going to achieve anything, because it's everything that I've been told my entire life. When I discovered her videos, I realized my life is my choice, it's my destiny to become famous or to become successful. It's my life and no one will help me. I discovered that through her, which I'm always going to be thankful for. I'm always going to be thankful for her for telling me that. And so what happened basically is that she got cheated on while she was pregnant. She's actually 4 months pregnant. Her fiance Landon basically cheated with another girl through Instagram. The funny part is she did not actually want him. She did not want him. She said she's a fan of the wizard Liz and she does not feel comfortable texting him, and he was like, no, but our marriage, it doesn't mean anything, it's all fake, it's not real. And he wanted to meet her and she was like, no. She did not want to meet him. And just keep this in mind, this man is going to be 30. He's in his late 20s and is going to be 30, and he made a Snapchat account a few days ago and chose to cheat on his pregnant wife. While everything was good, she said in her videos, I think if you know the wizard Liz, when she does a video with her husband discussing questions, this has to mean that she trusts him, that she deeply trusts him. When she gets pregnant from him, that she has to trust him. So he cheated on her while she was pregnant, and the funny thing is he then made a statement telling basically it was worse. Make it short, it was worse than Travis Scott's apology video. It was worse than that, and I did not know that this was possible, but it was till I discovered this story. If I can find it, I'm gonna blend it in right here. But basically, she made it public due to Instagram story, and I cannot imagine what she's going through right now. I cannot imagine that for her, and I truly wish her the best. And now I'm getting to the part why it is also why none of us are safe anymore. And I'm not saying this because I don't believe in love anymore. I'm saying that because I think it's true. So we have the wizard Liz, a very confident woman, a very successful woman, a very beautiful woman who is not afraid of showing herself, who has basically a good aura, a good energy. And then we have Landon, who's also, or like, just Not just don't take not the Wizard List for example. Let's have a successful, beautiful businesswoman who's has money, who has knowledge, who looks good, who has basically everything you could wish for. And then we have a man who's also a bit successful, but he's insecure, you know? So basically, what happens now is he meets this woman, they go on a date, and they're going to talk, and he realizes she's everything you could ever imagine for, but because this man is insecure, he's trying to wrap her around his finger, you know? He's making her gifts, but he's being constant for months, for months, for months. He is gaining her trust, basically. And then, when he got her trust and got her pregnant, he basically cheats on her. And why it's completely logical is because some men are very insecure. And they think when they can get this woman and get her pregnant and cheat on her, they have the biggest confidence boost of her on their life. They have the biggest confidence boost. And this is dangerous, you know, because some men now can easily manipulate us or everyone, you know. You don't know if you're in a relationship right now, how could you know you're not getting betrayed? You know, if someone has the idea of marrying you, asking you if you want to marry him, they made the video just not even a week ago. 5 days ago, they sit there and he told her dead in the camera and in her eyes that he loves her and that cheating is the worst thing you could ever do and that more women should believe in men. And then couple of days later, he cheats on her. What does this tell us about our society? It's not just this man, for example, it's a lot of men, you know, it's not all men, but it's always men. You know, feminism is still relevant. It's still so important. I know a lot of people say, no, women's rights are not matter anymore. We have 2025 and a man cheats on a woman. And then one day later, he posts another story with another woman. That's what he did one day later, after it got published. And she's pregnant now with him. And she is going to be with him for the rest of her life because they share a child together. And he knew that. And he's one of those types, you know, these type of friends that don't want to be with you, they want to be you. He wants to be her. He was starstruck by her. I think he wanted to have what she has, you know? That's my opinion. And that's why he also got her pregnant, I think, because he's now going to be with her for the rest of his life, because they now share a child together. That was his plan. And I'm just thinking about, what are we gonna do now? I mean, I know not all men, but he just objectifies her, you know? Men still objectify women, and this is a perfect example, because he sees this woman basically as an achievement. He saw the Wizard List as an achievement. If he gets her pregnant, if he, I don't know, gains her trust, he has reached this level. And now he's top tier, and now he can get every woman, and now it does not matter anymore. This thinking is dangerous. This thinking is really dangerous, and I think, I don't know. My advice for you guys is just basically get your bag, get your career, get your degree, make something out of yourself, that you're not dependent on the man, because the Wizard List is not dependent on him. Imagine if she would not have a YouTube channel or a career, she would be dependent on this man. She would be dependent on him. Be independent, guys. That's my conclusion for this video. And basically just focus on your own. Get your degree, get your good career, so that you're not dependent on the man. So if this worst case happens, you can just say bye. You can just say, okay, leaving. I'm not accepting it. And that's exactly what she did. She did, okay, it's done. It's done. I will always choose myself. How strong can a human be? Yeah, guys, that was my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got my point, and I'm seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.